This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Coming up, divisional round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals and the Houston Oilers. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jair Alexander. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Throw right side complete to Dotson.
Touchdown Bengals.
Jahan Dotson.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bengals are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Chase Young
in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
31 yards there and a first down.
Okay, let's do our version of name dropping here. Let's show off a little knowledge, right? The A-gap, the gap between the center and the guard on either side, right? Both sides. Control that, you're going to control an inside running game.
And he had to feel satisfied because he hit that gap, broke the contact. He loves that.
That's the best part, right? That's what he's going to ask the coach.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And that's good for a first down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
And this one caught downfield by Evans.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Josh Jacobs, a 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Oilers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll drop to throw.
That one's taken in by Spears. And he's taken down right away at the 39-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Probably what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. They'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice gain. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
And they're going to motion Dotson to the left.
On first down, Hargrove. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 7-7, our score after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. Hargrove. And they'll get him down right around the 16. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
That is caught. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Tajay Spears
taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals have taken the lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
On play action, they'll throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Drake Jackson in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's got it. Touchdown.
Jahan Dotson
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns.
Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they've wanted to attack.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he's got some space here.
Now he's loose at the 40, inside the 20.
Touchdown, Houston. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Oilers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Jacobs with a carry on 1st down as he'll get about 3 there before he's taken down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll roll him out right. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed. And
the football comes out. Jacobs lost it. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, check that, street, Panther street, 60 Bobcat.
Back to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
It'll be a gain of 4 here, and it will take us to the end of the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round.
The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
A quick throw caught by Kupp out wide.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now a handoff up the middle. Hargrove. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And they're going to speed things up here.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
2nd and 9 now. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. Touchdown, Bengals! From 4 yards out. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. McPherson on for the point after. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get... And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Mike Evans, 75 yards. And the Oilers have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. He's got a man complete. Oh, what a move. A big play there for Cincinnati. 68 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
Out of the gun to give to Spears. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Taking it in from a yard out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now...
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Dietrich Wise showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Back to throw now on first down.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
The Spears with another carry. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Curtis. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Jahan Dotson
saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game.
And the Bengals are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over. First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop him. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This is caught by Evans. Touchdown! Mike Evans. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Oilers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he's going to get in. So they're back within 11. They go with the option on the 2-point try, and the decision to pitch it worked out.
Almost felt like basketball, didn't it? Remember with the dribbler, draw, drive, and dish? How about that one? Drew everyone to him, dished it to the running back. He takes it in.
And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like,
well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
96 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
McPherson now for the extra point.
And he pushed it right. It's no good.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Down the right sideline.
Touchdown! A great effort there. 75 yards.
And the Oilers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
Yeah, it seems like they've been running uphill all game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover, and that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that, just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics would tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you? Down the numbers. There he goes. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 31 yards there and a first down.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you talk about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Up the middle they go. Hargrove, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Bengals.
Cooper Kupp.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Bengals up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Oilers 35.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
It certainly has not been the outing that they envisioned on their home turf in the divisional round of the playoffs, and they have been pushed around, and now their backs against the wall. Well, here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action.
He's going to let it fly. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
2nd and 10.
He'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Back to throw again. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. And quickly, they get to the line. Now back to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Jacobs is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Now the Bengals going to live to fight another week as we say thanks for watching and so long, everybody.
So that'll just about do it for